The OMT is the Orion Motortech 23-piece master ball joint and U-joint service tool set. Versatile ball joint press. Install and remove ball joints and other press fit parts. 2- and 4-wheel drive vehicles. Blah, blah, blah. Nice little protective foam piece here. I already broke a latch off of this. Like, this was $95. And this slides over to close it. My fault. Here's the broken one right here. I dropped this. Where's the other piece? Just today. Just today. I dropped this thing and it hit right up against this. And I caught it as it was going down, but it still hit pretty hard right on this. And this plastic piece broke off, and I can't even get it to go back on now, because not only this is broken off, but this little piece right here, if you can see that little piece that little plastic piece broke off. So yeah, I wish they would have some nice metal clips on this, but they don't. For $95, I guess that's what you get. There's a lot of kits that are under $100 for a ball joint, and I'm about to do the ball joints on my truck. And I bought this kit. So this isn't really a complete review of the set. I'm about to use it on my ball joints, and then I'll put a review on how it worked. I think it's going to work good. It's got some nice, what appear to be heavy duty receiving rings and receiving tubes. And one of the things I liked about this, let me get a tape measure. It's not much, but this C-clamp, or people call it a C-clamp, it's really called a C-frame. This C-frame, watch this, a lot of those are 6 inches. This particular one is 6 1/8. So it's just a little bit bigger opening than what some of those other kits, the Vivor and some of the others, have a 6-inch opening. Now that extra 1/8 of an inch might really come in handy. I don't know. Again, you know, I don't know how often another 1/8 of an inch is gonna benefit you, just having a little bit more room in here. You can even get the monster Goliath, I think they call it. That's a 9-inch. That's a monster opening. That's a pretty wide opening. And I really don't need that on anything that I work on. I don't have any heavy duty trucks and things that I need a 9-inch opening for. This will do on everything that I have or anything that I might work on, I think. And it looks real beefy, real nice, very solid. I am looking forward to using this kit. I just wanted to do like an initial, it's not really an unboxing, it's because I don't have the box anymore. I threw it away. But just to talk about the pieces that you get 23 pieces with this kit. Some of them you don't get nearly this many parts, this many pieces for different applications. And if you have, what the main thing you've got to do is get the kit that you know is going to at least work for the vehicles that you have or that you plan on having in the future. Hopefully you'll know, what, if you never drive a Chrysler or well, not only Chrysler, but I believe mainly Chrysler has screw-on ball joints, and you're going to use these the 23 and the 22. These are basically big sockets to put on those ball joints that screw in. Have you ever tried to press out a ball joint that's screwed in? I haven't, luckily. I've heard the horror stories of that. It's like, no, you're not going to press that sucker out without destroying a lot of stuff. And then when they find out, oh, it's just screwed in. So it's nice that it comes with those. If you're working on a Jeep, Chrysler, some older Dodges, minivans, vans, some older Rams have the screw-on ball joints. I've never done a screw-on ball joint. All the ball joints I've ever done in my life were the press ball joints. But it's nice that the kit comes with it, so that there's a little space for the ball joint when the ball joint is getting put on. Sometimes it doesn't have anything so that it can raise up a little bit above the control arm surface, because you got to have enough room to put your circlip or snap ring on the top of that. So there you go. You got a nice piece there. There's a few different sizes of those. You got a deeper one here. Actually, it's a beefier one, but it doesn't look all that deeper. It just has a lot more beef in there, depending on if you have room to use the 21, or you can just use a hollow one. If this surface makes a little more sense on the top of your control arm, you could probably use this one here. But you've got a few different sizes of that. This little remover tool, a lot of kits don't come with this. This thing right here, it really is designed to protect the boot. That is, if I keep it. Ever since I broke my latch on it today, I labeled it ball joint kit, so I can grab it, know I'm grabbing the right thing. I really like this kit, and it's just so unfortunate that this has a broken latch on it now. I don't like things like that. Yeah, I could put a zip tie on it or something just to keep it closed until I need it. But what are your thoughts on this OMT? These are the ball joints I'm going to put on my Ram pickup. What are your thoughts on the OMT? Initially, I'm just impressed with the amount of things that you get with a kit for 95 bucks. It just seems like a great kit for $95. Got a separate forcing screw here in case you want something a little shorter. See how short that piece is right there? Let me pull this out. Got the little ball in there that rolls around. See the little ball in there? And then this shorter one can go in there, give you more room. It's not as beefy as the other one, just depending on what you're working on, I guess, and which one is best for your application. I imagine most of the times space isn't going to be an issue, and I imagine most of the times I would just use the beefier one. But it's nice that it comes with this other one. Let me know if anyone else knows a reason where you've got to have the smaller one like that. Maybe this is more convenient for a universal joint when you're pressing the universal joint out. I don't know. However, it just comes with so many pieces. This is the piece that a lot of kits don't come with, and you got to try to come up with something to push the ball joint up into the lower control arm and push it up enough to where you can get the circlip on it. And having that on the top of it, it gives it a place to go, plenty deep enough to get where it needs to go before this bottoms out on the bottom of the lower, before this bottoms out on the lower part of the control arm. This is a very nice piece to have. In fact, I'll bet some people buy just this piece alone. So it's nice to have all of these parts. So I'm debating on keeping it and just devising something, some other method of locking it. I don't know, maybe I'll drill through that and create a different kind of lock for it. I don't know. Other than this cheap plastic locking device on this OMT product, boy, as much money as they spend on some steel here, some heavy duty steel, it seems like they'd at least put some metal clasps on here to have a nice locking case for them. Is that enough to return it? I'll have to think about that. But what are your thoughts on this OMT? I thought I would do a quick video of just what comes in the kit, what it looks like. I'll definitely do a video of me installing these ball joints soon. If you want to like and subscribe, that is going to be on a 2015 Ram pickup that I'm going to be putting the lower ball joints on. And if that interests you, then hit like and subscribe, and we can go through that project together and see how it goes. It's definitely going to save me a lot of money, because shops want a lot of money to put ball joints on nowadays. I don't know why. They've got the tools to do that in minutes. They probably charge 2.5 to 3 hours of labor and do it in a half an hour on each side. Zip, 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 bam, bam, bam. They've got the tools to do it quickly. Absolutely. So anyway, as a DIYer, I was comfortable spending $100 basically on this kit. $95, Amazon free shipping. So I was comfortable buying this kit to do it myself, and ball joints. I'm going to do the whole thing for less than $200. I'll probably save over $1,000. And I get to do it myself. I like doing things like that myself. Anyway, so I'm just doing a quick, it's kind of an unboxing without the box, little review of what comes in this thing. It's nice that you have both ends for the upper and the lower. That'll have room for your forcing screw to go through it. Some kits only have one of these, only for the forcing screw side, from what I've seen anyway. So it looks like quite the complete kit to me, and I just love what it comes with. I think this would serve my purpose for all the ball joints that I will be doing on various vehicles. But do I keep it? Or do I say, hey, OMT, I am returning this because of your 1 penny latch, your 1 cent latch, where I wish you would have spent 10 cents to put something a little stronger on here. You know, they get that by bulk. It doesn't cost them much to put a... Can you imagine how much metal is in one of these things? This one's really thick. Can you imagine how much metal is here? There's a lot of metal here, and there is no metal here. Cheap plastic. Don't like it. Overall, wow, it looks like a great kit, and it looks better than some of the other kits that I've seen online. Well, let's not drop it again. Break the other one. It is my fault for dropping it, but I still think I'm going to keep it. What are your thoughts? Should I keep it and devise some other way to close it? What would you do? Give me some comments below. This is a problem. This is a problem I need to fix, or I will not be able to sleep tonight. What do I do? Thank you for watching Jimpressions. And let me know what to do with this thing.